What's going on, guys? TKD123 back in a video, and I just got done watching the Watch Dogs 2 reveal kind of event thing. It wasn't, just a trailer. It was about like 15 minutes long, and it was, the devs talking about the game and their overall, story behind making Watch Dogs 2, along with the trailer for the game. So I'm gonna go over what I saw and things about Watch Dogs 2. Now, right off the bat, I do want to say that this game is gorgeous. Right now, the problem with saying this game is gorgeous is because we said the exact same thing about Watch Dogs 1 back when they officially announced Watch Dogs, as a game, as a franchise, right? When they first came out, that one E3 showing Watch Dogs for the first time, it looked insane, it looked incredible, but as you all know, probably, if you guys have followed Watch Dogs, the whole, downscale of the graphics thing when they came out and all this other stuff it's just something to consider, right? It's something to consider when we're looking at Watch Dogs 2, is that Ubisoft is not one to shy away from downgrading graphics. Like, let's just be honest here, right? Maybe this is a different Ubisoft where they're not going to downgrade the graphics for Watch Dogs 2, but I'm just saying, let's just put it out there. It looks good, but it is not guaranteed. So this game takes place in San Francisco, and they said that they wanted to represent all the parts of SF, right? They wanted to represent all of the people in there, and they want to create sort of a simulation. They created the landscape and the environment, kind of to be alive is what they said. They wanted the world to react to yourself even when you're not trying to react with the world, right? They want the world around you to breathe and be a living thing, almost like it's a living character in a way. They want the city to also be a character that you look at Watch Dogs 2. The main character of the game is a black man named Marcus, right? And he was wrongly convicted of a crime, which led him to use tech against the government, right? Which, he uses technology and hacking with the group to right his wrongs in a way. Not really to right his wrongs. Like, I'm not sure if that's a premise, but that's just his backstory, where like he was wrongly convicted of a crime, and then now he is a vigilante of sorts, right? He is someone that uses technology and hacking and the abilities that he can use throughout the environment. And one thing they are trying to hone in on and focus on this game is that they want the element of parkour to be a way to traverse around the city, right? In the first Watch Dogs, it was pretty basic, and you mainly got around with a car, but they want you to be able to be on foot more fast and more efficient than you used to be in Watch Dogs 1, right? So this guy, he can parkour over crazy buildings and like hop over walls really quickly and like do all this crazy stuff that you see parkour people do. You'll be able to do that in the game. And one thing that was a bright spot to me was that it was his weapon that he has. Okay, so basically what they did was they kind of put themselves in the eyes of the main character, right? Like, what would he use for a weapon that is cheap to make, that is, quick and efficient, right? Like, they put themselves in it, and so they started doing research, right? And they found, this like rope type of thing that was attached to a ball that you use for billiards. So you are literally throughout the game whipping out this ball and rope, and you're swinging on these homies, and it looks insane. Like, it looks super fast, it looks super dope. It looks like a dope weapon that is used, and that is honestly, it is very unique. It is honestly a very unique weapon. It's not like the staff type of thing that was in the Watch Dogs 1. It's not like, the more traditional weapons that you see, whether it be like a chain or something. No, this is literally a ball used for pool and a rope tied together. That's just something that you do not see in gaming at all. So the main character is associated with a group of hackers called DedSec, right? And they are trying to bring justice to SF and fight for freedom of tech, right? They are advocates of free internet. They're advocates of an open platform and not information storing companies that invade your privacy and all that. Like, they are fighting for the internet, basically. I mean, which is cool, and then, it could bring, a very different story that we haven't seen before, and maybe it'll be something, that's truly unique, right? And they want to say that the members of the group are very diverse and unique, and they all have different strengths and weaknesses, and that you'll be interacting with them throughout the story and all that. So it should be really, really cool. And then they wanted to talk about the hacking abilities of the game. Not all of it, but they, dove into it a little bit here and there, right? So basically, instead of hacking people that were suspects, you can hack everybody in the game. You can hack any person that you see on the street. You can hack them, see how much, see what, is their job, see how much they make, all stuff that you can see in Watch Dogs 1, you can see with every single person on the map. And also you can hack into every car. And the thing about this is that you can not only hack into every car, but you can hack into like forklifts and stuff like that. The stuff that you can do with Watch Dogs 1, but instead of just doing a little thing where, with the forklift, you just raised it and lowered it, you can actually control the entire forklift. You can actually control the entire car, right? So you can have a car reverse into a group of cops, and do stuff like that, which is super awesome. So it just brings, a more level of depth to the hacking abilities, that we probably wish we all saw in Watch Dogs 1, right? We were all hoping for, this super open, super, expansive way to utilize the city and its technology through hacking. But now it seems like this, Watch Dogs 2, this time around, it's going to be more refined and more robust, and it will definitely bring new physics and new, and just a new way to play Watch Dogs, right? In a way that we all wish we could have played it back in Watch Dogs 1. And based off of what I saw off of Watch Dogs 2, off of the live stream that they had, it does seem like they are staying true to what Watch Dogs 1 did good. And that was, putting yourself in stressful times that you have to act tactically. You have to think about your next move. You have to, know exactly what to hack and like what is the best way to go about this mission, because if you make one false move, it's all over. They're all gonna shoot at you. You're not gonna make it out of there, right? So I just feel like, they still kept that way of play, but expand on it so much more, right? And I feel like this is gonna be super awesome. They also expanded on the driving of Watch Dogs 2 and how it's going to be a little bit more better than the first Watch Dogs, and they're going to have more physics and mechanics of the driving and make it feel more robust and more honed down and more toned, right? Because in the first Watch Dogs, driving was pretty weak. I'd say you were sliding and drifting all the time. You were losing control, losing traction. Like it was not, the best driving in the game at least that I've seen. It was just not the best driving. But in Watch Dogs 2, they promised, at least in this live stream, that they will have a better driving system and better driving mechanics. They talked a little bit about multiplayer and how, it will be kind of the same way as Watch Dogs 1, where it is just one transition that's smooth and not like you have to go back out of the campaign and go into multiplayer. Like it's going to be all one cohesive thing where you'll just run into somebody in the world that's playing multiplayer and stuff like that. So they are going to keep that feel to Watch Dogs 2, but they wanted that it's going to be way more complex and way more bigger, and they will have details about that more later on. I don't know if it's going to be at E3 if that's what they meant, but they will definitely have more details about multiplayer in Watch Dogs 2 to come. And something that really caught me off guard was that they actually dropped the release date. It is November 15, 2016. I'm not sure if that's actually the release date, if they're confident that this game will be able to ship out in November for this year. It seems like they've had, a lot of time to work on it, but it's common for delays, so I'm not expecting that this will be the actual release date. I'm sure it'll probably get pushed to early 2017 or something like that, but if they do hit that date, then I would definitely pick it up. And, either way I'm picking it up. I'm hyped about Watch Dogs 2. I enjoyed Watch Dogs 1 for what it was, and I'll be sure to pick up Watch Dogs 2, but, I'm just not 100% sure about this November 15th date. And, of course, there will be a live demo at E3 next week, so definitely look out for my reactions and impressions on that once that comes next week. And that's all I got to say about Watch Dogs 2. Let me know what you guys think about Watch Dogs 2. Do you guys like what you heard in this video? Do you guys like what you've seen, at any other, at IGN or on Twitter or wherever you've seen about Watch Dogs 2? Do you guys like this new stuff that they're doing with the game? Are you guys hyped for it? Do you think 2 Chainz will play it? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Well, let's have a discussion. You know what I'm saying? And while you're down there, in the description, you can find my Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, all the good stuff. You can follow me on there. See what I'm doing in my day-to-day life. See what's popping up. And as always, my Snapchat is, legit. And if you guys enjoy the content, please down below, you can also like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, all the love that you guys give for the videos. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate all you guys do for the videos, and thank you guys for watching, and as always, I got you.